Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Nourin. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. 99th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade dazzles New York with balloons, floats and star performers. Americans celebrate Thanksgiving, honoring history and unity. President Trump attacks female reporters, calls invited journalist ugly. Two National Guard members shot near White House. President Trump orders tough action on Afghan immigrants. FDNY Commissioner Robert Tucker resigns, citing Mayor-elect Mamdani's Israeli criticism. Governor Hochul launches $300 million power-up program to build advanced industrial sites. Miss Universe owners face fraud and trafficking investigations in Thailand and Mexico. Russian President Vladimir Putin signals readiness for serious peace talks, says US-Ukraine draft as potential basis. China train crash kills 11 in worst rail disaster in a decade. Deadly floods and landslides kill 40 in Sri Lanka, hundreds displaced. Bangladesh lose to Ireland by 39 runs despite Hridoy's career-best 83. And Shakib Al Hasan's Royal Champs suffer a fifth straight loss in Abu Dhabi T10 League. You were listening to headlines, now news in detail. The 99th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade thrilled New Yorkers with colorful balloons, elaborate floats, marching bands, and live performances. Over 30 balloons, including fan favorite Snoopy, Super Mario, Spider-Man, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and Stuart the Minion, floated along the 2.5-mile route from the Upper West Side to Midtown. New balloons such as Buzz Lightyear, Bluey, and Derpy Tiger made their debut, capturing the attention of families and children. Performers included Cynthia Erivo, Lainey Wilson, Ciara, and the stars of the Netflix hit K-pop Demon Hunters, who performed live on floats, adding music and energy to the parade. The Labubu float, featuring viral plush characters, made history as the first furry inflatables in parade history. The world-famous Rockettes danced at the finale, followed by Santa Claus closing the parade with a sleigh full of presents. Despite gusty winds, all balloons flew safely, bringing joy to thousands in the streets and millions watching from home. The parade combined tradition with modern pop culture, promising more celebrations in the years ahead. This news is reported by Mr. Taufadir Noor, Millennium News 24. Americans celebrated Thanksgiving, one of the nation's most important holidays, as citizens, leaders, and the general public came together to give thanks. President Donald Trump wished the nation a happy Thanksgiving and emphasized the importance of unity and gratitude. The holiday's origins go back to 1621 when Plymouth colonists and Wampanoag people held a harvest feast after a successful harvest. The event strengthened a peace treaty and mutual support between the two groups. Early Thanksgiving gatherings also reflected a complex history, including later conflicts and struggles with Native Americans. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln officially declared Thanksgiving a national holiday during the Civil War to honor the country's blessings and promote peace. Today, Americans share meals, give thanks, and remember history. Communities organize events and volunteer activities to help the less fortunate. The holiday continues to inspire reflection and unity, connecting past, present, and future generations in the United States. This news is reported by Zarir Mahmoud and Mr. Taufadir Noor, Millennium News 24, Woodside, Queens Place, New York. President Donald Trump insulted New York Times reporter Katie Rogers, calling her third-rate and ugly both inside and out after she co-authored a story on his age and stamina in office. The attack follows similar remarks toward other female reporters, including Bloomberg's Catherine Lucy, whom he told "quite piggy" during a question about the Jeffrey Epstein case. Trump also criticized ABC's Mary Bruce last week over a question on the 2018 murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, calling her a terrible person and terrible reporter, and her question horrible and insubordinate. The Times defended Rogers and the article, emphasizing accurate reporting and the importance of a free press. The Society of Professional Journalists condemned the president's repeated attacks, noting a clear pattern of hostility, especially toward women, which undermines press freedom. Trump claimed the Times article was a hit piece and labeled the newspaper an enemy of the people, but the co-author of the story was not mentioned. 2 National Guard troops were shot near the White House in Washington, D.C., leaving both in critical condition. The suspect, 29-year-old Afghan national Rahmanullah Lakanwai, was quickly arrested at the scene after ambushing the guards with a handgun. Authorities said the FBI is investigating the attack as a possible act of terror. President Trump called the assault monstrous and demanded that every Afghan who entered the U.S. under the Biden administration be reviewed. He vowed that the shooter would face the steepest possible price. In response, U.S. immigration authorities paused all Afghan-related requests. The attack triggered a lockdown of the White House, and additional National Guard troops were deployed, raising the number in the capital to 2,500. Washington Mayor Muriel Bowser described the incident as a targeted shooting, while emergency teams treated the victims amid a chaotic scene. Trump emphasized national security threats, announcing stricter oversight on Afghan arrivals while the investigation and the victims' recovery continue. New York City Fire Commissioner Robert Tucker announced his resignation, citing disagreements with Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani's stance on Israel. Tucker, who is Jewish, said his faith and Mamdani's criticism of Israel influenced his decision. He described it as an emotional decision made the day after Mamdani won the November 4 mayoral election. Mamdani has opposed Israel's definition as a Jewish state, calling its 2023 Gaza siege a genocide and advocating for equal rights for all. Tucker said Mamdani's views, along with recent protests outside a Manhattan synagogue, made it difficult for him to continue in a senior city role. Tucker joined the FDNY in August 2024 and is the highest-profile official to resign ahead of Mamdani's January 1st inauguration. Mamdani has said he will keep Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch, aiming to reassure Jewish New Yorkers about security and hate crime prevention. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Governor Kathy Hochul announced the launch of New York's new $300 million Power Up program to make industrial sites ready for next-generation businesses. The initiative will fund electrical and transmission infrastructure for sectors like semiconductors, clean tech, and agribusiness. The program was first introduced in the 2025 State of the State and included in the FY26 budget with $100 million in initial grants. Power Up aims to create an inventory of power-ready and shovel-ready sites, cutting years of development timelines and attracting advanced manufacturers to the state. Empire State Development will manage the program, working with the Public Service Commission to ensure proper utility planning and clean energy integration. Eligible applicants include municipalities, industrial development agencies, and utilities with at least 40 acres of developable land. Applications opened today with a letter of intent, and a webinar for potential applicants is scheduled for December 10. Power Up is expected to drive new good-paying jobs and strengthen New York's manufacturing future. Now it's time for global updates. Authorities in Thailand issued an arrest warrant for Jakapong and Jakrajotatip, co-owner of the Miss Universe organization, after she failed to appear in court over a 2023 fraud case. She and her company JKN Global Group were accused of defrauding investor Raviwat Maschamajo, causing him to lose 30 million baht. The court rescheduled her hearing for December 26. Jakapong resigned from company positions earlier this year but remains the largest shareholder. Separately, Mexican federal prosecutors have been investigating Raul Rocha, who owns 50% of Miss Universe shares, for alleged organized crime, including drug and arms trafficking and fuel theft. Arrest orders were approved against multiple targets, though it's unclear if Rocha has been formally charged. The 2025 Miss Universe competition in Bangkok faced controversies, including judge resignations and claims of rigging. Jakapong did not attend the event, and her current location remains unknown. Authorities continue to pursue investigations in both countries. Russian President Vladimir Putin said Russia is ready for serious peace talks and that a draft plan discussed between the United States and Ukraine could form the basis of a future deal to end the conflict. Speaking during a visit to Kyrgyzstan, Putin added that while Washington had considered Russia's position, some points still needed discussion when a U.S. delegation visits Moscow next week. The draft, revised after Kiev pushed back on the initial version seen as favorable to Moscow, splits 28 points into 4 components. Putin said Russia generally agrees it could serve as a foundation for an agreement, but noted certain clauses would need diplomatic wording. President Donald Trump announced that his special envoy Steve Witkoff will meet Putin next week while Kiev continues talks with the U.S. Putin stressed that fighting would continue unless Ukrainian forces withdraw from contested territories, saying Russia holds the upper hand on the front lines. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events, Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. China faced its most serious train accident in more than 10 years after a special equipment testing train hit construction workers in Yunnan province. The crash killed 11 workers and injured 2 others. Officials said the train lost control as it moved through a curve inside the Liangtown station area in Kunming. The workers had entered the track zone, leading to a deadly collision. Rail authorities said the exact cause of the accident is still under investigation. They explained that the train was operating normally before the sudden impact. Railway services in the area returned to normal later in the day, and the injured workers are receiving medical care. China has one of the world's largest and busiest railway networks, and it carries over 1 billion passengers each year. Although the system is known for high safety standards, past accidents have raised concerns, including major crashes in 2011 and 2021. Investigators are now reviewing safety procedures to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Heavy rain caused floods and landslides across Sri Lanka, killing at least 40 people, injuring 10 and leaving 21 others missing. Most deaths occurred in Badulla district, where 21 people were buried under mountain slopes that collapsed onto their homes overnight. 4 more died in nearby Nuara area, while the rest were reported elsewhere. Over 425 homes were damaged, forcing nearly 1,800 families into temporary shelters. Authorities warned that river levels were rising and urged residents in low-lying areas to move to higher ground. The country's northeast monsoon, intensified by a depression east of the island, brought more than 100 millimeters of rain, with some northeastern areas expecting up to 250 millimeters. The government suspended final year school exams for 2 days, and Parliament paused a budget debate so legislators could address local damage. Experts say climate change is making floods more frequent in Sri Lanka, which relies on monsoon rains for irrigation and hydroelectricity. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Bangladesh suffered a 39-run defeat to Ireland in the opening T20 International of their 3-match series in Chattogram. Ireland posted 181 for 4, led by Harry Tector's unbeaten 69 with contributions from Team Tector and Curtis Campher. Bangladesh's bowlers struggled, with only Mustafizur Rahman keeping runs under control. Chasing 182, Bangladesh's top order collapsed early, losing 4 wickets for just 20 runs in the power play. Tanzid Tamim, Liton Das, Parvez Hossain Imon, and Saif Hassan fell quickly. Tauhid Ridha and Zakir Ali added 48 for the 5th wicket, but Zakir's dismissal for 20 left Bangladesh in trouble. Ridha fought hard, scoring a career-best 83 of 50 balls with 7 fours and 3 sixes. Despite his effort, Bangladesh finished at 142 for 9. Tanzim Hassan Saqib took 2 wickets, while Shariful Islam and Rishad Hossain claimed 1 each. Ireland now leads the series 1-0. Royal Champs, led by Jason Roy and featuring Bangladesh all-rounder Shakib Al Hasan, continued their struggling start in the Abu Dhabi T10 League with a 5th consecutive defeat. After losing the toss, champs batted second against Aspen Stallions and fell short by 7 runs, scoring 127 in their allotted overs, while Stallions posted 134. Shakib returned to the playing 11 after missing 3 matches but struggled to make an impact. He bowled just 1 over, conceding 17 runs without taking a wicket. In previous games, he also went for 14 runs in a single over. Brenton McCullum shone with the bat, scoring an unbeaten 59 of 28 balls to keep champs competitive. However, late batting failures from Aaron Jones and Chris Jordan sealed the team's defeat. With only 2 matches remaining, Royal Champs are already out of contention for the tournament title. They will now aim to end their campaign on a positive note and regain some pride. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 21,713.13. The NYSE Composite is increased by 161.40 points or 0.75%. Today's New York stock close price is 21,713.13. The NYSE Composite is increased by 161.40 points or 0.75%. Tokyo stock close price is 50,167.10. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 608.03 points or 1.23%. Tokyo stock close price is 50,167.10. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 608.03 points or 1.23%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,875.26. The Shanghai index is increased by 11.08 points or 0.29%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,875.26. The Shanghai index is increased by 11.08 points or 0.29%. Hong Kong stock close price is 25,945.93. The Hang Seng index is increased by 17.85 points or 0.07%. Hong Kong stock close price is 25,945.93. The Hang Seng index is increased by 17.85 points or 0.07%. Bombay stock close price is 85,720.38. The Sensex index is increased by 110.88 0.87 points or 0.13%. Bombay's stock close price is 85,720.38. The Sensex index is increased by 110.87 points or 0.13%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. 99th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade dazzles New York with balloons, floats, and star performers. Americans celebrate Thanksgiving, honoring history and unity. President Trump attacks female reporters, calls invited journalist ugly. Two National Guard members shot near White House. President Trump orders tough action on Afghan immigrants. FDNY Commissioner Robert Tucker resigns, citing Mayor-elect Mamdani's Israeli criticism. Governor Hochul launches $300 million Power-Up program to build advanced industrial sites. Miss Universe owners face fraud and trafficking investigations in Thailand and Mexico. Russian President Vladimir Putin signals readiness for serious peace talks, says US-Ukraine draft as potential basis. China train crash kills 11 in worst rail disaster in a decade. Deadly floods and landslides kill 40 in Sri Lanka, hundreds displaced. Bangladesh lose to Ireland by 39 runs despite Hridoy's career-best 83. And Shakib Al Hasan's Royal Champs suffer a fifth straight loss in Abu Dhabi T10 League. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.